Cool. So today I want to talk about why financial planning for business owners is different or looks quite different than financial planning maybe for retirees or people who are in a profession or working for a salary. There's a few reasons why financial planning for business owners is different. The obvious reason, but it's not always obvious to the business owner, is that their first investment and focus is their business. So often when we start working with business owners, and they might have a brand new business or a young business or a well-established business, but their first investment priority is investing in their business. And it's not uncommon for us to work with business owners, and we might spend 2 or 3 or 4 years working on investing in the business before they start looking at, I wouldn't say normal financial planning issues, but the more personal issues. So for example, for business owners, they need to invest in their business. Is their business is growing? They would have, they need to have enough cash reserves, investing in their staff, training staff, investing in marketing and growth and all the important areas of a business. And making sure their business is well capitalized, growing for the future. So that's really the first reason. And often what we see is when a business owner starts putting some of the other things first, because it's not uncommon for it to say, okay, well, I'm a business owner, when should I buy my first investment property? Or should I maximize my super contributions or start investing in shares? Most of the time those things have to wait or just be on a lower priority compared to investing in the business and in the business and in the business. And it's not that you neglect the other things, but the second point is the personal financial planning issues, or the issues that's important for everybody, is just as important for business owners. They also need to buy a home and pay off a home loan. They also need to contribute to superannuation and save for retirement and invest in shares and invest in property and do all the other things. It's just that those things need to take a second, a back seat while the focus is on investing in the business. So that's the second thing. So 2 more points. Business income is treated differently for tax purposes compared to normal employment income or investment income, other types of income. So that's a good and a bad thing, but usually it's a good thing, and that planning for business owners and financial planning should really focus heavily on who owns the business and the tax structures to make sure it's their income, financial plan, business income is treated as tax effectively as possible. And so usually we would involve some type of a trust or company in the appropriate structure in the business owner structure. And that should be dealt with early on in starting the business, or usually some kind of a restructure is needed. And then the last point is that business owners face more risks compared to people who don't run a business, so they face the normal risks of business. Particular industries have more risk than other ones, but all around business risk, financial risk with employing staff, I can keep going on, but business owners face more risk, so their financial plans should also focus even more heavily on risk management. So in summary, business owners' financial plans are different and should look different than non-business owners. One, they have to invest in the business first. All the other normal financial planning things are just as important, but they just usually have to wait a little bit. Tax planning is particularly important, and also risk management and risk planning. So thanks for listening.